3rd and 15 here for Campbell on their own 26. Here's Kaipo again to pass. Now throws. This one's a better throw, and that is complete to Atkins Kupuka'a. Gets the first down and a whole lot more. First time Campbell is in Waianae territory.
Again, they're selling the post and came back on the corner route this time. Just the opposite of what they did the previous play. Very athletic receiver and a nice touch by the quarterback. Tough route to cover.
First Hawaiian Bank, first down, and I think that just judging Kaipo's throw, that one looked like he looked very confident on that throw, and definitely what haven't been seen on his past couple throws that we've been seeing. So hopefully Kaipo is getting in groove here for the Sabres. Trips to the bottom. Lakatawan will get the handoff. Will get hit, but not after a 4-yard pickup on the play.
Big hit. Good run. Big hit at the end of the run.
Kana'imanga on a tackle there after Lakatawan's run. Oh my, right there.
Just another highlight reel clip for Kana'imanga right there.
So now it's 2nd and 6, 36 ticks left to go. Here on 2nd down is Campbell. Here's Kaipo. Looking to pass, has time, will loft this one up to the near side, will fall incomplete. Itrara Daite, the intended man, as he tried to catch that one going down to the turf.
Good coverage, just a fade route. Throw it up and hope you have a catch or a penalty.
Tony Cabral did a nice job in coverage there for the Sea Riders. So with 20 seconds left to go. Campbell here, 3rd and 6. Here's Kaipo. Looking to pass. Pass is complete to Henderson. Gets the first down. And he'll shimmy his way out of bounds inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. But we do have a penalty on the play.
That's a big-time throw. There's a long out pattern. Receiver made it look like he was going to come across the middle, then he went back out. And nice throw, right on target.
Yeah, definitely was Kaipo's strongest throw, throwing the opposite hash on that play.
It looks like it's going to be coming back against Campbell here. As that's what they're indicating.
Ineligible receiver, downfield. Offense, number 4 was covered. 5-yard penalty, down remains 3.
And head coach Darren Johnson not happy with that one as they call a timeout. And this is the 3rd one that there have been called. And Coach Kaleane, what do you tell your team at this point going into this drive?
Yeah, I think DJ needs to go and clarify with officials because they've been doing it. I think this is the 3rd or 4th ineligible receiver penalty. And it stems from the receiver being covered up, so he's ineligible to go as a catcher, and I think he's running routes anyway, and he's not supposed to be able to do that. So I think it's just clarification of if he's covered up, which means there's an outside guy on the line of scrimmage, which makes the next inside guy who's on the line of scrimmage ineligible.
But the way that Campbell has been moving, plus of the ineligible receiver calls, I'm enjoying what Campbell has been able to do on this drive, moving the ball with Kaipo. And I think the offensive line has been doing a better job of holding that defense for Waianae.
Yeah, the routes are long, so the offensive line has done a great job of giving him time. And they're tough throws. So they're in sync right now. It's just a matter of getting their alignment corrected and being consistent.
I agree. I think on the few times that Waianae decided to blitz on this drive, the running backs did a decent job of recognizing where the blitz is coming from and picking it up and giving that crucial half a second or one more second for Kristen Kaipo to throw downfield.
And Darren Johnson is still trying to make his point across here. He's still talking to Wade Miranda about just trying to make sure that he's clarifying the point here. And, you know, we talked about the big throws that Kaipo has been making, and most of these big throws has been on third downs. So that's great composure by the junior quarterback.
You know, one of the more curious things that I'm wondering here is if this is something that Coach Johnson and company has been doing all year long, and only now the referees have picked up on it. I don't think Campbell is doing anything exotic as far as lining up here.
Yeah, if they haven't been called for it during the season, it's hard to change. I'm not sure if this is the same officiating crew they've had in the OIA, though.
So here they come out now, 3rd and 11. Trips to the bottom side. Lakatawan and Kaipo. Pressure coming, and Kaipo's not going to escape this time. And big defensive play by number 54, Selu Cook for Waianae.
Yeah, he got pressure right off the bat. They had a nice little stunt. Brought some linebackers as well. Quarterback didn't have time to let the play develop. Luckily, he held onto the ball.
And so with that one, that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. Waianae up on top early, 13-0. More OIA football when we return.
Once upon a time in a Hawaii town lived a happy family. Papa, Mama, Moke, Tira, and Spike. One day, Spike alerted the family and kept digging ferociously. Papa and the family saw termites. Tenting was done. A little fixing was done.
All right?
A little addition was done.
Is
In
it
the
okay?
end,
What I'm
they
doing?
all
Okay.
lived happily ever after. All with the help of their local Hawaiian Tel Federal Credit Union.
Hi, Campbell.
Ready? Let's do some stretching. Whoa. Is that a milk waterfall?
Meadow Gold, Hawaii's dairy, strengthening lives through the goodness of dairy.
Chaz Mihara, head coach Kaleane, Ryan Nagano here on the call. In the third place game here in the OIA, Campbell and Waianae going head to head here as Waianae has an early 13-point lead heading into the second quarter. As Campbell is getting ready to send it away here on 4th down. A drive that has been stalled to multiple penalties back and forth. But definitely Campbell is most successful out of all of the plays, and I believe to start we're gonna have a false start against Campbell.
Yeah, if they've been consistent with anything, it's penalties and turnovers right now.
Prior to the snap, false start. Number 20, offense. 5-yard penalty. Down remains 4.
So now they'll retry it again. Vaimoi is gonna send this one away. Kaleohi is gonna be back to her sleeve, and this is a low bouncing kick, end over end, takes a bounce. Kaleohi will pick it up, and he's still trying to move forward. They're finally gonna be whistled down by the refs, as Kaleohi has no fear.
Yeah, that was a chancy return he decided to go with. That's the coach's nightmare at times.
The good news for Waianae is because he has been pretty daring in the return game, that they have definitely salvaged some field position because of that. But it does cause some nervy moments.
Yeah.
So now it's 1st and 10 here for Waianae, getting their first drive here in the second quarter. Tagare will go under center. There will be Louis, and then Kamaloha. As Louis will get the handoff inside, as he'll march his way forward to the 28-yard line, pickup of 9, as Waianae is moving the football here against the Campbell defense.
I think that's one of Larry Ganoza's favorite plays, a quick inside trap. Give right to the fullback and then turn him loose. It was nice blocking.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Tagare will go under center again. And now we'll pitch it to Kaleoha. So he's running forward, and most important thing is he got the first down.
Yeah, the pursuit was a little bit slow, but the guards pulled out there and paved the way for him.
I like when Waianae goes out and try to do something resembling the student body right. You know, those linemen, I think they're much more athletic than what many people give credit to them for. And what you saw on that play, they got to beat Campbell on the point of attack.
So 1st and 10 after a first Hawaiian Bank first down for Waianae. Ball at the 34. Tagare will give it this time to Kamealoha, and he gets a nice open space to run, as he'll get the first down inside Campbell territory to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, great blocking up front. It was just a simple blast play. The lineman took everybody out, the back filled up well, took the linebacker, and off he went.
Yeah, big block there by Louis right there, number 30. Sealed in that linebacker trying to come in on pursuit, and then, you know, we haven't really seen Rico Rosario, but, you know, if anything with Waianae, they always got a good, stable running backs.
Another first Hawaiian Bank first down for Waianae. Tagare will go under center. Another quick handoff to Louis again. And Louis will get the first down on his own here. And another first Hawaiian Bank first down, as Waianae is just finding so much success here on the ground.
Yeah, great job of blocking again. Can't give enough credit to the linemen. Hard running by the fullback. And they're just going to run that play until they show them they can stop it.
And they've been doing it off of many different plays and getting their guys involved, pulling guys from the slot, getting the fullback involved, and then like the running back blast is Waianae. So now here he goes again. Louis will get another carry. This time we'll go for 5 yards.
You get a steady diet of this until you can stop it. 5 yards is a crack is coach's dream.
I like that alignment there by Waianae going with almost like a wing back or a wing type of formation there. Got the slot back coming around and then kind of give that little triple option effect. And Campbell's having a hard time to deal.
So here's Tagare. Lujuan enters the football game. As they'll fake it. Tagare rolls past, almost intercepted, as he tried to find Valu that time, but falling to the turf. That's Espiracion almost coming up with that one.
Yeah, they did a great job of setting this play up. The receiver was open deep. Quarterback didn't see him. He decided to go underneath, but the guy was open way behind, and it could have been a touchdown, and it could have been an interception if the linebacker had made that play.
It seems like those last two plays set up that play action there. You had that similar look. Had the guy come in on the jet sweep, but that was all window dressing, and as Coach mentioned, that had potential for a touchdown.
So now it's 3rd and 6 here. Here's Waianae. We'll do a pitch to Kaleo. And he's not going to be going anywhere as the Campbell Sabres sniffed that one out. Got into the backfield early to Kaleohi. Will bring down a 2-yard loss on the play.
Yeah, they were unable to get outside. They tried a quick toss. Defensive end did an outstanding job of forcing everybody inside, and the pursuit took care of the rest.
Tui Saulo'o was leading the charge there for the Sables. Got to the backfield in time. So it's now 4th and 9. And Waianae is kind of in the position of the field on the 33 where you kind of question or going to have to try and go for it here on 4th down. And here's Tagare looking to pass. Puts this one up in the air for a chance. And so fall incomplete. Davis was the receiver. And now 2 penalties come in after the play. DeQuay was the man in coverage there for Campbell.
Yeah, there was a lot of tussling going on between the defensive back and the receiver. Both flags came out, so most likely it's going to be on the defense in this case. Quarterback just threw it up for grabs. Looks like it's going to work out well for them.
I'm kind of leaning toward there might be 2 penalties on the play. Let's see. No, correct. Only 1. There's a pass interference call. It's going to be against Campbell.
Defensive pass interference. Number 3, 15-yard penalty. Results, first down.
And you know, as we kind of take that penalty in, as we're going to see the replay again, that has to hurt for Campbell because you had Waianae in a 3rd and long. Or 4th and long, excuse me.
Yeah, you almost should expect some kind of deep route. And you could be sitting on that. And the way the ball is thrown, they had lined up maybe a little bit more cautiously. They could have made a play.
Cigar will hand off to this is not Louis, but it's a lot bigger. It's one of the defensive linemen. That's Zephin Avila Thompson. My, that was a carry there.
I like how on the lineups here they call him a running back at 6'2", 300 pounds.
That's the big package, I guess.
Definitely not easy to bring down. It's a 3-yard pickup that time. This Thompson again will stay in. So it's 2nd down and 7, 7:30 here in the 2nd quarter. Waianae on the drive. Tagara will hand it off again. This time it's good to Tabuan Ka'eo. Penalty on the play. Ka'eo able to get closer to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, you went from 300 pounds to 145 pounds on back-to-back plays. That's what you call a change of pace.
The 300-pound guy was leading the 140-pound guy, though.
Number 61, offense.
So that makes more sense.
10-yard penalty. We press 2nd down.
Change of pace was good, but the penalty does bring back Waianae as we'll replay 2nd down.
As I mentioned, they did bring in the big boy there for the lead blocking purposes, but as I'd like to mention in previous broadcasts, perhaps when the blocking is too good, I'm sure there's a penalty coming around the corner.
Tagare Avila Thompson, Tabuan Ka'eo. 2nd and 17 after the penalty. As Ka'eo will get it here. They tried to fill the right gap that time. Get some of that yardage back. About 4 to 5 yards there.
Yeah, he's just blocking a man-on-man. And with the lead fullback coming in a sprinter stance at 300 pounds, clearing the way. Campbell's hanging in with their defense.
So 6:25 here as that clock has been ticking due to Waianae's running offense. Now it's 3rd and 13. Waianae from the 21-yard line of Campbell. Tagari passing, hit as he's thrown. This one will fall incomplete. Keoki Davis was the intended receiver.
Yeah, the coverage looked pretty good. So even though he did get sacked, it might have been a better thing not to have thrown it.
That's one of the few occasions in where Campbell was able to get some substantial pressure into the Waianae backfield. And again, a familiar theme here, 4th and long here for Waianae. And let's see if they convert miraculously again, or Campbell can finally put the bandage on this.
We have a whistle to stoppage in play, and I believe Waianae will take their first timeout.
Timeout, Waianae. The first timeout of the half.
So as Waianae takes the timeout, we'll take one as well. 13-0 Waianae up on top. More OIA football when we return.
People who text while driving, while traveling, will travel the length of a football field without looking. But roads aren't the place to play. The HHSAA reminds you to hashtag try wait.
Chaz Mihar, head coach Waianae, Ryan Nagano here on the call. In the third place game in the OIA, Waianae and Campbell. One of these teams looking to extend their season with a victory tonight, as the loser will end their 2017 season. Waianae, so far, definitely the pieces have been put together and they've been doing an excellent job on both sides of the football.
Yeah, they're taking advantage of the mistakes that Campbell's been making this evening. And Campbell's still in the game, even though they've made a lot of mistakes.
You know, for Waianae, what's been really important, especially if you want to do an apples-to-apples comparison with the game against Mililani, was Waianae barely had their feet on the ground before Mililani is up by 2 touchdowns. So Waianae, a very good team, especially when they have the lead, and they can take advantage of what their strengths are, which is a ground game and very tough defense.
So here comes Waianae on third down. Avila Thompson, Kaleohui. Tagari will pass, going to the top side. So fall incomplete. Lujan was the intended receiver. It'll be a turnover on downs. And that was a good defensive stand there from Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell needed to get some stops, so this is a good thing for them. They have decent field position, and hopefully they got the confidence from stopping the Waianae offense to take off of their own.
And, you know, definitely looking forward with 6:01 here before we reach halftime. If Campbell can move the football and march their way down this field and get a score going into the locker rooms, this will definitely change the atmosphere of the game as the way it's being set up.
I think a big plus for Campbell is that they do have someone in Kaipo that can throw the ball downfield if need be.
So here's a 1st and 10. Kaipo will pitch it this time. But Lakatawan unable to find any open space, because right as he caught the football, the Waianae Sea Riders were there.
Yeah, they're trying to run weak side, and the linebacker had nothing to do but just come up and make a great play on it. Very good job. I don't expect to see another ineligible receiver penalty in this series here.
So now it's 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 21 of Campbell. Here's Kaipo. Has time. Throws. Oh, is this picked off going out of bounds? No, they're going to say incomplete. It's good defensive coverage right there. Stepping up, jumping the route. That's Naiparala Rose.
Yeah, very good defensive coverage. I thought he might go to the wide side where he had the receiver open, but he went to the short side, which always makes it scary for coaches because it's easier to break on the ball for defense. Let's run the cover.
So 2 incomplete passes. Sets up Campbell 3rd and 10. Here's Kaipo. We'll throw this one. This one is good. Nice catch that time up front by Dylan Ursua. Let's see where they mark the football here. They're going to be just short.
Receiver did a good job running that route. He delayed it, made the linebacker think he was going to go inside, and then he broke quickly outside. The defense did a good job of tackling, so they couldn't run after the catch.
Definitely good throw there from Kaipo. Got it out of reach of Kanaimonga. As Ursua was able to come up with it, we'll set up a 4th and 1. 4:35 here to go. Kaipo. They're trying to catch Waianae off guard. As Kaipo looks to the side. Decision time here, as I believe Campbell will take their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Campbell. The final timeout of the half.
Campbell takes a timeout. We're going to keep it here, 13-0, as Campbell is on a 4th and 1 on this drive, and this is probably one of the most important drives right now going forward here for Campbell. if they can sustain this drive and continue to move the football. They just used their last timeout. But definitely a lot of time left to go with 4:22, but definitely want to go into the locker rooms with a score.
Yeah, it's tough. This is a huge gamble to go for it down here. You're still in the game at 13-0 going into the half. What they could do is they could line up like they're going to do their normal offense and then do a pooch kick with the quarterback because Waianae didn't have anybody back on the prior alignment.
Yeah, that play, that's, when your team, performed that during this year, Stephen Barber was more than an adequate kicker.
Yeah, it's something we had to practice because it's not a normal thing.
As I just saw Waianae, they pulled Kaleohi as he was set up, but they brought him back as Campbell, as Kaipo was under center, penalty comes out.
A lot of movement.
Interesting call to see.
Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense. 5-yard penalty, results, first down.
As Campbell just gets enough with the help of a penalty. It's going to keep the drive alive here for Campbell.
Yeah, big break for them. Normally when you have a short down situation like that, if you go on a second count or a long count, someone's going to jump off. You just hope it's not your team.
So now it's 1st and 10 after the penalty. New set of downs for Campbell is a first Hawaiian Bank first down. As here's Kaipo. Oh, hit as he's thrown. Going up for it is picked after the deflection. Now running with it. That's Ayala, with the interception after the deflection of Etradaite gets Waianae back the football.
Yeah, a good concept. They just ran too close to each other so the defensive back could cover both routes and be able to make a play on that. They need to have a little bit more distance between the two receivers to give the quarterback a chance. Way too close. Nice play by the defender.
That pass rush for Waianae was ferocious. He had the former running back, Zefton Avila Thompson, 6'2", 300 pounds, doing work on the D-line, combined with that outside pressure for Kanai Mauga, I think made Kaipo panic a little too quickly, and that the result was really good if you're a Waianae fan with that turnover.
Braden Ayala coming up with the interception, sets up Waianae here. As now Waianae getting back, going again. Inside carry to the fullback, Elijah Lujan. Another 4 yards.
That's their bread and butter right up the middle. Good blocking again. Quick strike.
Now on the other hand, Waianae on the verge here, 3:37 to go. And definitely trying to get into the end zone here. Definitely will help their efforts going forward. Looking to add to their lead, 13-0. Again, Lujan will get the carry. This one a little bit more successful. As this one goes for a gain of 6 yards here on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, it's just good line blocking, good running by the fullback. This is Waianae football at its best.
So now 3 minutes left to go here before we reach halftime. Tagari will be under center again. Lujan, as Tagari will keep this one, and he'll push his way forward with the offensive line past the first down marker. Now keep the drive alive, move the sticks, and run the clock.
Yep, good theory, good surge by the O-line again.
You know, that interior of that line there, when you got your center at Wilson Carisano at 6 feet 305, Aston Stevens 6'3", 290 at left guard, and all they're doing is almost like a middle wedge. What I like about the Campbell defense throughout the season was the playmaking ability of the linebackers and the safeties, but they have not been involved yet.
Bulgaria will hand it off here to the running back, and is still running with it now is Kame Aloha. There's a pile up at the 3-yard line. Is still trying to move forward. No stoppage yet. As the ball is coming loose, penalty on the play. Now running with it down the field. He's still going. Ta'alo. He's trying to escape. This is a long run, and out of gas of effort, he gets out of bounds at the 25-yard line. This is going to be a play that is going to be digested, and a lot to figure out here is the referees. Oh my.
There was an early flag thrown, and I'm not sure if anybody realized it. Great effort by both teams.
You know, that rugby scrum was forming for seconds and seconds. I was surprised I didn't hear any whistle to stoppage of play, but could be the benefit of Campbell on that play.
Waianae already has their defense set up. As we still have no word about the penalty.
Still going. No whistles.
Prior
And
to
then
the change of possession. Holding. Number 61. Offense. Penalty is declined. First down.
So now Campbell has a good opportunity here to get their first points of the game. 1:49 on the clock. Campbell in Waianae territory on the 14. Kaipo. And so he'll give it, but right there is the defense. Lakataran on the run, but big number 43, Avila Thompson, doing it on the defensive side now.
I don't think they have any timeouts, so they got to get to the ball, get in and out of huddle, and call a play.
Yeah, I wouldn't put Avila Thompson running back anymore. He's doing more than his yeoman's share at defensive lineman. He's dominating.
Second down and 14 at the 18-yard line. Here's Kaipo. Lakatawan right by him. Kaipo looking to pass, throws to the end zone, jumps the route, is the interception. Perarala Rose.
Great play by safety. He set the whole thing up. He waited on the out route by the slot and just sat on it.
Yeah, we'll check it out here on the replay, and obviously this was an adjustment made in the film room there by the Waianae coaching staff, and it's almost, would you agree, Coach, that the safety baited the quarterback in throwing that ball?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. He had help on the inside so he could sit and wait till the throw is made and just take a couple steps and make the play. Very nice job.
So now here's Waianae with 60 ticks left to go. Tagara will be under center, deep in their own territory at their own 10-yard line. As Kaileoha will get the carry. Espersion coming up with the defense there is the linebacker for Campbell. So Waianae is looking to run this one out here.
Yeah, no turnovers. That's what they're just telling them, no turnovers. Run a basic play, let's get out of here and get in half.
If I was Waianae, I would just kneel, especially with no timeouts for Campbell.
You know, going forward, Coach, what do you think are some adjustments that can be made in the locker rooms for Campbell to get themselves back into this football game?
I think defensively they need to know about the plays that they're being successful with, Waianae, and being able to take that away from them. They run the quick trap just to the inside tackle, so they should be able to take care of that. Then offensively, they just can't make mistakes. They had 3 unusual penalties for alignment. They've had some bad luck on some, but other than that, they've made a lot of mistakes and shot themselves in the foot. So they can clean up their mistakes. They're only down by 13. got a great chance in the second half.
Well, definitely adjustments needs to be made, but here in the third place Division I game, Waianae up on top over Campbell 13-0. Stick around, everybody, as we'll be right back after halftime here on OIA Football on Stadium Star Sports.
All right, and welcome back to Hawaiian Tail Federal Credit Union Field at Lowell Stadium. And this is the game for all the marbles here. Loser will end their season. The winner will move on to a November 10th matchup here in the Open Division I state title. Ryan Agano, and joining me will be Chaz Mihara and head coach Kaleane, who has held the Koa Trophy twice in his 19-year career. As you see, Campbell will be kicking off to Waianae, and almost in an apparent theme, another penalty flag thrown here right on the kickoff.
Encroachment, kicking team, 5-yard penalty, re-kick.
Head official Marshall Harvest here presiding over this critical game here. So this will give us some time here to give a few quips about the first half. We'll start with Coach Ane here. What was your impressions with Waianae's dominating first half performance?
Yeah, Waianae definitely dominated their physical line, both offensively and defensively. Dominated the front line, the trenches. They did a great job running the quarterback.
You see here Skylar Kaleohi, number 2, with kick return duties, and he's engulfed by a host of Sabres right at the 24-yard line here. Chaz, this is a Campbell team that they're going to be on defense here to start off the second half, but they're in need of a turnover, or what are they in need of here to kind of turn their fortunes around in this ball game?
Well, I think they've definitely if they can get a quick defensive stop to get their offense back onto the field, that's definitely a huge benefit. But I think one thing that has been hurting them so far has definitely been field position, where they have been starting off on drives, and they definitely have been doing a good job of setting up their offensive.
So, again, some good points there. And we'll see what Waianae does here. They're going to go, again, fullback give up the middle. And good stop there by the Sabres here. And, you know, we pointed out, Coach, about the fullback dive being an effective weapon for Waianae off camera. Good job by Campbell in deciphering it here as we see the replay.
Yeah, they did a good job. When you run this trap, you tend to run it to the wider of the two defensive tackles, and I think they've kind of figured that out. And then the middle linebacker can shoot the gap, so they did a good job stopping on this play right here.
Good job there by Ho'opai Tofili, the linebacker number 51 for Campbell. One of the more active linebackers here in today's contest. Straight give there, and you can see the quickness there for Waianae's running back on that play. I believe that was number 20 there, Kamealoha, and Kamealoha crumpled to the ground here, but let's check out the replay here.
Yeah, linebacker is always taught to take on the block from the fullback with his inside shoulder. This time he took him on with the outside shoulder, giving the running back room to run to the outside.
Okay, so an injury timeout here will be taken on the field. We will take one as well. 10:57 left here in the third quarter. Waianae 13, Campbell nothing. All right, and we're back here as you see the running back, Zayston Kamealoha, the junior running back here, needing assistance and what could be an apparent shoulder injury. You know, we mentioned that Waianae has a hole. They're very deep at the running back position, Chaz, but this is going to be a big injury here for the Sea Riders.
Oh, definitely, no doubt. Kamealoha is definitely one of their speedy running backs, and not having him as an option definitely will hurt.
Now Waianae here from the eye, and they're going to smack right into the middle of the pile. That's Kaleohi for a couple. And Coach, as you mentioned before, it looks like Campbell has kind of wised up on that interior defense there and trying to figure out the Waianae running attack.
Yeah, they moved to a three-man front and with two middle linebackers. That's an easier way to take on that quick trap and even the blast to the fullback lead. So good job by the coaching staff to adjust coming out of halftime.
Dane Espressión, number 1 there, playing that middle linebacker position, was able to put helmet to helmet there and stop Waianae there for a couple. So unbalanced line here for Waianae from the eye. And it's going to be another running play right up the middle there would be Tambuan Kael, number 12. And now this will set up a 3rd and long here for the Sea Riders, a position in which, if you're a Campbell Sabre fan, this is the position that you want your team to be in, forcing Waianae in that situation. Coach, we'll check it on the replay.